lead they built, and one that most people probably would look at and say JDG doesn't have any business coming back from this.
Yeah, I mean, this early portions of the game was so good for G2. The bot side of the map was playing out of their minds. I remember the early 3 kills that they off. That was actually off of this. And a lot of it was off of Targamas not being able to see too much of Rel, but now being able to see it. Like, this was the play that I was looking for, that I thought was really hard for JDG to come back from because they didn't expect this off the Fog of War, and it spiraled G2 into an advantage.
Yeah, this was the play where I was kind of like, okay, you know, G2's bot lane is ahead. This entire team composition has better scaling. And then it was this fight that ended up turning things around, because even though Targamas goes in, gets a good engage, that Renata ult comes across. And then this is, after this fight here, there are some other fights where
there was just no angle for G2 to follow up.
I will say, though, there was a point in this game where I was looking at it and I was surprised that JDG were so close in gold, even with a significant kill advantage. And a lot of this was just based off turret plates. 1,200 gold off turret plates, while G2 was trying to find an angle and were struggling to do so.
I'm actually so glad you brought that out, because
Thank you to Reliable Cisco Network. You see here, 369 will extend a play in the top lane under turret, making sure he entices G2 just enough for the rest of the team to collapse and get their team fight win.
It was a nice bait there. Just right on that fishing hook. And I think the Renata also helped out, because G2 were trying and hard forcing the dive, and he was keeping them interested. The collapse came through. Well done from 369 to buy that time.
Yeah, definitely an overreach from G2 as well, but that's what we talk about time and time again in the game of League of Legends. When you're behind, it's about identifying an opponent's mistake and capitalizing on it, and almost no team does it better than JD.